What has happened? Where have we ended up?
In Alice Springs.
We are going to give this a whirly bird. See if we can get in. So, we stopped, checked out the crater, as you'll see. And that was cool. And we're heading up this way anyway. And we're only a couple of hours out of Alice. So I said, let's just go to Alice. We've got to turn left out of Alice to check out the McDonald Ranges, which we don't know whether we'll do or not yet. We might just keep heading north. Who knows? But we're going to see if we can get into the old g'day, mate. Do you have anything more to add?
I'm hungry and I need to pee.
Okay. Well, hello again. We could not get into that last one. We're now giving the Big 4 McDonald Range Holiday Park a crack. It's looking hopeful. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? Who would have thought Alice would be so busy? Well, I'll keep you posted whether we get in or not. Yeah. Well, we made it. We checked into the Big 4. We got into the Big 4. It's a Big 4. You're kind of crammed in, but it's nice. It's huge. It is a huge Big 4. Blake was happy. She could play on the playground. And we now find ourselves drinking beers and waiting for pizza and wings.
And wings.
But where are we?
We're at the Alice Springs Brewery.
We are.
Just looking at the back of the camera.
Are you looking at the camera? And what are you tasting at the moment?
The Territory Ale.
What do you think?
It's bad. It's heavy. It's not fruity or anything, but it's a lager, so it's quite heavy. But
and what am I drinking? I can't say it. Centralian?
Centralian, I think it was.
It's nice. It's a little bit fruity for my liking, but I could drink it. Can you see the colour difference?
I was the silly one that got a schooner, not a pot.
This is pretty cool, guys. Check this out.
This is how hungry we were. We completely forgot to film before we started eating. What's the consensus? So we got the super cheesy pizza and the wings.
Barbecue wings.
They're good. This ginger beer.
Get around it, that's what I'm drinking.
This is better than the James Squire ginger beer. This is one of the nicest alcoholic ginger beers I have ever had. And I'm probably not going to be able to get it anywhere else. What do you think of this whole shindig, Blake? Alright, cheers.
Where are we going?
Going to the Museum of Central Australia.
We are. There's a cool rusty thing over there. I might find out what that is for you.
So we're at the Araluen, I think that's how you say it, Cultural Precinct. It has the museum, I think like an Indigenous craft gallery, the aviation museum, a couple of other little things.
Self-guided walking tour provides an insight into the art, culture and heritage of Central Australia. Well, what's wrong with Australia? The letters are all half stuck wrong. Exploring the natural, social and artistic history of its people and places. That was cool for a gallery. And yeah. I don't do galleries.
Yeah, I like galleries. So we're in the I can't say it. Araluen Cultural Precinct, and we just did the gallery, and there's a desert mob.
Yeah, currently they're just running desert mob at the moment.
Yeah, which is like celebrating
the 30 years or something.
Yeah, 30 years of First Nations and Indigenous art. It was really cool.
It was super cool. If I was much wealthier, I might buy a couple.
Yeah, they were beautiful.
They were.
Yeah, we didn't really want to film in there. It feels weird filming in a gallery, so we didn't.
Yeah, and we're not going to show you any photos. Come see it.
Yeah.
You can see really behind us. This is like a stained glass window. We got the big caterpillar. It's cool.
I love that they have the translation of the English with their indigenous language.
Yeah. It's a weird pose to put cat in. See this birdie? This is my favourite birdie.
So this is about the first scientific investigation to the interior of Australia, the Horn Expedition to Central Australia. And this is out of the 603 vertebrates and invertebrate species collected by the expedition, 171 of them were new to science. That's super cool. All of these lizards new.
Hey. 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 Everywhere we go, we seem to be running into dinosaurs. Yeah. Ah. Oh, there's a dinosaur. Yeah. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
It's moving day, Sunday.
Yes. We're not in the car, but it is moving day.
Yeah.
It's very
Sunday morning
out here.
The Big Four we were at, McDonald Range, whichever one it is, puts on a pancake brekkie every Sunday morning.
Yeah.
You can see why it's free. It's whatever, we didn't cook breakfast, so who are we to complain? This wasn't that nice. Heaps of people too. We are now checking out the Telegraph station.
Old Telegraph station. Yeah.
Where Alice Springs started.
Yeah, so Alice Springs used to be called Stuart.
It did.
And then it got changed to Alice Springs. Don't know why. We'll probably find out today.
Maybe. Maybe not.
through the turnstile.
Let's go.
Alice Springs Telegraph Station. So it is $15 each.
$15.50.
$15.50. We were a bit iffy because that seems like a lot, but I read some of the reviews on Wiki and apparently it's really interesting, so give it a go and see. Hey.
Hey?
Hey. These are what cows eat. There's an ant biting me. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
Hey.
Birthplace of a town. This telegraph station was the first white settlement in... Oh my god, ants! First white settlement in Central Australia.
That's crazy. Telegraph line was strung 3,000 kilometres across Australia, and it was our only connection with the rest of the world, from Adelaide to Darwin.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Children's home from 1932 till 1942, then a reserve for the local Aboriginal population after the war, and declared a historical reserve in 1963. The buildings have been restored to their original appearances. Wow.
Up there, if you can see it, it's Trig Hill. South Australian government sent a party of 8 men to survey the country around Alice Springs to the east and to the Queensland border, led by Henry Barclay and Charles Winkie. They established 50 trigonometrical stations in Central Australia, and these points, whose latitude and longitude and height have been accurately determined. Oh yeah, fancy carriage.
That's cool.
Do you want that one?
This 2-horse buggy was built by R. Parnell in Orroroo, SA, about the turn of the century.
We've been to Araluen.
We have been to Orroroo.
Okay. Moving up and down the track. The railway was built to Oodnadatta in 1891, but wasn't expected to Alice extended to Alice until 1929. That's a long time.
Yeah. Camel's carted messages from the railhead at Oodnadatta to Alice Springs. This took 2 weeks. Lines of 50 camels were a regular sight, with each carrying out 250 kilos.
We heard about that.
4 camels.
Oh, it's a camel saddle, if you can see it.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
pretty dark in here. Water containers, saddles, bridles, saddle that doesn't look very comfortable, camel crates. That's where they put the camels. Nah, that's what the camels carry. The battery room. This building was constructed in about 1880 as a sleeping quarters for the linesmen. The men later moved into the police house when it was vacated in 1886. At the same time, the batteries were relocated from the barracks to this building. There's a little floor plan. This one's a blacksmith shop. Ooh, hold it. Big bellows. Oh, that's cool. Stoking his fire. Big old anvils in there.
The blacksmith and his shop played an important role in early settler society, shoeing horses, making tools and repairing equipment. Notice the foundation stone laid by a young operator named Frank Gillen. He returned to Alice Springs as a station master in 1892.
This one is the Post and Telegraph Office, where every bit of world news came through Alice. Well, for a while there, she was real important. Up until 1932. Ooh! Let's have a look inside. Excuse me, Mr. Postman. I have a baby here. I'd like to post. Yeah, not even express. You can take the long way. Yeah. Hey? If you're wondering what that tapping noise was, this is Alice Springs calling the Port of Darwin in Morse code. That's what was said.
It's a lot of noise for not very much conversation.
It's a lot of tippity tapping.
The first telegram from Australia took 24 hours to reach London via Indonesia, Singapore, India, Egypt, Malta and Gibraltar.
That sounds very painful.
That was a lot of effort just to spell my name.
Oh, we're going to be here a while.
Wow, that's could you imagine getting like really long, important messages in Morse code? That would just... Hats off to the people that did this and interpreted this. Especially during the war times when messages had to be relayed like that. Take it.
All right, we're going through a quick history. You can't really see that. 1850s and 60s. We've got new technology and a new frontier. The Morse code and the telegraph station. Ending Australia's isolation. What do we got here? 1870 to 1872. The construction of the OT line. As you can see there, from Adelaide, as the existing one, they had to build all the blue and then the purple and then undersea cable laid to Indonesia, connected us to the rest of the world. That would have been a fun job. Alright, now we move forward to 1872 to 1932 and families living on the line, maintaining the communications. That's what we were just saying. Hats off to them, people who read and translated and kept the lines moving and the messages sent throughout that time. They're very, very smart people. And here's everybody that's lived and died at this telegraph station. Now, 1932 to 1942, the telegraph station as the bungalow. So it was to save the half-caste children. So I guess this is all about the stolen generation, and this would have been a bit of a house. And here's a few little stories with a pretty sort of graphic headline here. They just take you out of your mother's arms. Moving forward again to 1942 to 45. It was a military camp during the war years. And then 45 to 63 was a time of limbo. I guess there was no real need for the station. And it was just a building that didn't really have a place. And then from 63 to present, it's been a memorial and restored back to its old grandeur, I guess. And the stories have been told.
Well, that was the old telegraph station.
Yeah, that was kind of cool. It was...
Yeah,
just some old buildings with a whole heap of history. Started out as like a station and evolved throughout the times.
Yeah, and ended up as a bungalow for the stolen generation.
Yeah, and then like a war refuge and stuff.
Interesting. Anyway, where are we heading now, babe?
North, up the Stuart HWY.
North to Darwin!
To warm weather. Not that it isn't warm already. We're going to try and get to Devil's Marbles. That's it for Southern Northern Territory, Alice Springs region.
Central Australia.
We will be back because we didn't
100%.
do any of the McDonald Ranges and a lot of stuff, but
Yeah, there's heaps that we didn't get to do.
which is good. Gives you a good reason to come back. It's not like you just missed one or two little things that it's hardly worth justifying coming back.
Yeah.
We missed a lot.
Yeah. But we also did a lot and saw a lot and
Yeah, we did.
yeah. So definitely we'll be back.
Yeah. Hello. Blake, where are we? Where are we? You might be able to tell. You may be able to tell. But we made it to the Devil's Marbles. No issues. $4 per person per night here at the conservation park. As you can see there, you probably can't. Big yellow is very bright. But we got some marbles.
Where are we going?
Where the sign says.
Majungu Walk.
Majungu. Take a little 800 metres. Nice and easy. Whoa. Boulder on the boulder on the boulder.
That's cool.
Hey.
It's pretty cool.
See the other one, babe. The Devil's Marbles. Following the green arrows. Doing the walk, aren't we, Bob? Yeah. They're cool. I really like them.
Someone just wants to walk everywhere now. Come on. Come on. Someone's not happy that she's not allowed to walk up the rocks. So this is the walk to the lookout.
Here we are, on the lookout. There's a northern car park down there where that van is. I'm about to get in my wife's way and she's going to yell at me. Here we are.